Kenneth Fries was born on March 13, 1959, in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. His father, Harvey, served in the Air Force and completed 2 tours in Vietnam, which left his mother, Carolyn, to raise Kenneth and his younger sister, Teresa. Kenneth's favorite memories were when his dad would return home to the family, pictured here with Kenneth looking very happy. After graduating from high school in 1977, Kenneth joined the Southland Corporation, 7-Eleven, where we are assuming he cut his hair. He says you could advance from night clerk to store manager and beyond, as long as you were willing to work hard, learn from others, and accept challenges and opportunities as they came along, and be willing to cut your hair. He also had to overcome his aversion to flying, always enjoying his time at home best, but accepting the need to travel, often weekly. He held his first real leadership position in the Amarillo office, where he is seen here looking a lot more serious. Kenneth enjoyed becoming a part of the 7-Eleven company. Here, he is showing off a big catch from the company's Western Zone fishing trip. He also played on the softball team in San Antonio and can be seen here kneeling on the bottom right of this team photo. In addition to catching fish and softballs, Kenneth made his most important catch at 7-Eleven when he met Janice. At the time, Kenneth was an area sales manager and Janice was a management trainee. Apparently, he had to work to reel this one in, because when he met her, he asked if he could use the store phone to place a call. Not realizing he was an area manager, she said no, but handed him change for the payphone. They married on September 9, 1990 in San Antonio, and are pictured here with Kenneth's parents. In 1992, he began working at 7-Eleven's corporate headquarters and had his very own office space for the first time. Talking about his business philosophy, Kenneth says he adjusts to situations, ensures he gets input when needed, works towards solutions, cares deeply for his colleagues, and always has their backs, and is hard-headed when he thinks he is right. Kenneth says the funniest thing that happened to him was while visiting the Ferrara candy factory in Chicago. He had been sampling other candy in the plant, so in the panning room he reached in to grab some Boston baked beans from a drum, and the entire system abruptly shut down. Super embarrassed, Kenneth says Candy Hall of Fame member Sal Ferrara was very kind to him, even though the entire batch had to be destroyed. That's all except a 10-pound bag from the contaminated lot, which Kenneth took home. Summing up this story, he says, "Lesson learned." As his role expanded with 7-Eleven, so did his family. He is very proud of his daughters, Victoria, seen here with Kenneth and Janice at her promotion to major in the U.S. Army, and Christina, who is a nurse. Kenneth and Janice are also proud grandparents of Teddy and Kenny. Kenneth is pictured here with his first grandson, Teddy, and here they all are: Kenneth, Janice, Christina, Victoria, her husband Theo, and grandsons Teddy and Kenny, along with mother-in-law Donna. At 7-Eleven, Kenneth was instrumental in changing how the company displayed and sold confectionery, and he was honored with Supervisor of the Year and Market Manager of the Year awards. In 2003, he moved to a smaller private company, TNT Marketing, and, as president, grew the business and sold it to Crossmark in 2010, where he is currently Vice President of C-Stores in emerging markets. Kenneth was awarded Achieving Excellence Awards with Crossmark in 2011 and 2012, and here he is with Janice celebrating with Crossmark friends. Another important relationship is with his Crossmark battle buddy, Jeff Nehart, seen here with his wife Lori. Kenneth attended his very first NCA dinner at the Broadmoor in 1996, as pictured here on the left with dining partners including Candy Hall of Famer Larry Graham, Larry's wife Karen, Larry Delicandro, and Candy Hall of Famer Rich Medwar. Apparently impressed by what he saw and heard, he became more involved in industry associations, serving on various NACS committees and as a NACS supplier board member. For the NCA, he served on the board of directors, the broker advisory committee, and the State of the Industry Conference committee. Kenneth attributes his career success to Janice, pictured here in 1995 with Jerry Thompson, 7-Eleven CEO. Seen here on their 25th wedding anniversary, he describes Janice as his partner, coach, advocate, and friend. As much as Kenneth loves Janice, it appears she might have some strong competition. A '64 Ford Mustang that was his father's, and which he says will hopefully one day belong to one of his grandsons. When asked how others might describe him, Kenneth admits his family would say he isn't quite as funny as he thinks he is. He quickly adds that hopefully they know he wants the best for them, will help in any way possible, and loves them unconditionally. One of his favorite sayings is, "The customer is not always right, the employee is." He says he learned that years ago, and if you treat your team that way, you will never have to worry about the customer. Kenneth jokes he is looking forward to retiring and experiencing what it is like to be on vacation without being interrupted by a business call. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Janice as she helps us induct Kenneth into the Candy Hall of Fame.